Have you ever stopped to wonder if the way you start your morning could be quietly stealing your health? Picture this. It's 6 a.m., the world is still, and you're sipping that same sugary coffee, maybe grabbing a quick pastry, thinking it's just another day. But what if those small familiar choices are setting you on a path to something as serious as diabetes? I'm Dr. Thomas Whitaker, a retired physician who spent over 30 years in geriatrics and internal medicine, walking alongside countless seniors through the highs and lows of aging. My mission has always been to help men like you live not just longer but better, because aging isn't about slowing down, it's about living with purpose. Let me tell you about Michael, a 67-year-old retired mechanic I once knew. Michael was the kind of man who lit up a room, always tinkering in his garage, teaching his grandkids how to fix a bike or sharing a laugh over a cold beer with his buddies. But one winter something shifted. He started feeling sluggish, not just tired, but heavy, like the spark in him was fading. His mornings were a rush of black coffee loaded with sugar, a couple of donuts from the corner shop, and a cigarette to get him going. He'd shrug it off, saying, "I've been doing this for years, what's the harm?" But then came the doctor's visit that changed everything. Michael's blood sugar was through the roof. Pre-diabetes, they called it, but it hit him like a freight train. He sat in my office, his hands trembling, not from fear but from regret. "Doc," he said, "I thought this was just what getting old feels like. I didn't know I was doing this to myself." That moment broke my heart, not because Michael was sick, but because he thought this was inevitable. Here's the truth. Growing older doesn't have to mean falling apart. The aches, the fatigue, the foggy moments, they're not just part of aging. So many of these struggles, like Michael's, can be prevented with small intentional choices. Comprehensive senior care isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about building a life where you thrive. Michael's story isn't unique, but it's a wake-up call. Have you ever wondered if you're making the same quiet mistakes? If you've ever felt that pang of, "I wish I'd known sooner," this is for you. Let's walk through this together because your mornings and your life deserve better. Let's talk about those morning habits that could be putting you at risk for diabetes, because understanding why they matter is the first step to taking control. Diabetes isn't something that just happens to you as you age. It's often built choice by choice, habit by habit. Lagging doesn't mean you're destined for it, but if you ignore your body, it might ignore you back. Here are 5 morning habits that could trigger diabetes in seniors, and I'll break down how they work, what to watch for, and how to stop them in their tracks. Starting your day with sugary drinks or foods, that sugary coffee Michael loved, or maybe it's a glass of orange juice or a muffin. These are packed with simple sugars that spike your blood sugar fast. Your body releases insulin to handle it, but over time those constant spikes wear out your insulin system, like overworking an old engine. This is called insulin resistance, the first step toward type 2 diabetes. Signs to watch for: feeling hungry or shaky an hour after breakfast, constant thirst or needing to urinate often. What to do? Swap sugary drinks for water or unsweetened tea. Try whole grain toast with avocado instead of pastries. Small changes add up, and your body will thank you, Tsiwa. Skipping breakfast altogether. Maybe you're not hungry in the morning, or you're rushing out the door, but skipping breakfast messes with your blood sugar rhythm. Your body craves fuel after. Fasting overnight, and without it, your liver pumps out extra glucose, stressing your system. Signs to watch for: mid-morning fatigue, irritability, or trouble focusing. What to do? Even a small meal, like oatmeal with berries or a boiled egg, stabilizes your blood sugar. Comprehensive senior care means fueling your body right from the start. Sitting too long after waking up. If your morning routine is coffee and the couch, your body's not moving. Exercise helps your muscles use glucose, keeping blood sugar in check. Without it, sugar builds up in your blood, nudging you closer to diabetes. Signs to watch for: stiffness, low energy, or weight gain around your middle. What to do? Take a 10-minute walk after breakfast or do light stretches. Motion is medicine. Overloading on processed carbs, white bread, bagels, or sugary cereals might be quick, but they're like rocket fuel for your blood sugar. They digest fast, causing insulin spikes that strain your pancreas over time. Signs to watch for: cravings for sweets later in the day, or feeling bloated after meals. What to do? Choose complex carbs like whole grain bread or quinoa. They release energy slowly, keeping you steady. Chronic stress in the morning. Ever start your day worrying about bills or family? Stress hormones like cortisol raise blood sugar, even if you eat well. Over time, this constant stress taxes your body's ability to regulate glucose. Signs to watch for: feeling tense, heart racing, or trouble sleeping. What to do? Try 5 minutes of deep breathing or a gratitude journal. Calming your mind is as vital as feeding your body. Here's the big picture. Your mornings set the tone for your health. Medical insights for seniors show us that diabetes doesn't sneak up overnight. It's a slow burn from habits we can change. Legging isn't the end. It's a call to care for yourself better. Think of your body like a classic car. Neglect it, and it breaks down. Tend to it, and it runs smoothly for years. Let's keep that engine humming. Diabetes, or even the threat of it, doesn't just affect your body. It can weigh heavily on your heart and mind. When your health starts to slip, it's not just about numbers on a blood sugar monitor. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror, or when you sit alone with your thoughts. Have you ever felt like the man you used to be is slipping away? That's what we're here to address, because comprehensive senior care isn't just about medicine. It's about keeping your spirit strong. Let's explore 4 ways diabetes can dim your emotional light, and more importantly, how you can reclaim it. Sadness and withdrawal. When you're told your blood sugar is too high, or you feel that constant fatigue, it's easy to sink into. Sadness? You might pull back from friends, skip that weekly card game, or avoid family gatherings. It's not that you don't care. It's that you feel like a shadow of yourself. Case study. Robert's story. Take Robert, a 69-year-old former teacher I worked with. Robert loved his book club, where he'd debate novels with a twinkle in his eye. But after a pre-diabetes diagnosis, he stopped going. "I didn't want them to see me like this," he told me, his voice heavy. He felt broken, like his body had betrayed him. Robert's sadness wasn't just about diabetes. It was about losing the man who felt alive in those moments. How to cope? Start small. Call one friend this week, even just to chat for 5 minutes. Join a low-pressure activity like a walking group. Medical insights for seniors show that connection lifts your mood and even helps regulate blood sugar. You're not alone in this. Reach out and you'll find others who get it. Encouragement. Your presence still matters. One step toward others is a step toward yourself. Loss of interest in hobbies, whether it's fishing, gardening, or fixing old radios, give life color. But diabetes can sap your energy, making those joys feel like chores. You might think, what's the point, and let those passions fade. Advice: break it down. If you love gardening but feel too tired, start with one plant on your porch. Set a timer for 10 minutes of your hobby. Small wins build momentum. Your hobbies aren't gone. They're waiting for you to reclaim them. Encouragement. Your passions are still yours. Even a spark can reignite the fire. When was the last time you did something just for the joy of it? What's holding you back? Feeling like a burden, this one cuts deep. Maybe you worry your kids are stressed about your health, or your spouse is picking up too much slack. That guilt can make you feel like you're weighing everyone down, so you hide your struggles to protect them. Advice: open up. Tell your family one thing you're feeling. It doesn't have to be everything. They'd rather hear your truth than guess at your silence. Comprehensive senior care includes your loved ones. Let them support you. You're not a burden. You're a man worth fighting for. Encouragement. You're not a weight on anyone's shoulders. Your family wants you here, strong and present. Increased anxiety. Diabetes can bring a cloud of worry. Will I get worse? Can I afford the meds? What if I can't keep up? These thoughts can race through your mind, stealing your peace. Advice: ground yourself. Try a simple trick. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, out for 4. Do it 3 times when anxiety hits. Write down 1 worry and 1 action you can take, like calling your doctor. Anxiety thrives in silence. Talk to someone you trust. Encouragement. Your fears don't define you. Each day you face them, you're stronger than you know. Have you ever felt like your worries are louder than your hopes? What's one thing that could quiet them? Robert from our story found his way back. It started with a single book club meeting. He shared his struggles, and to his surprise, others opened up too. He began walking with a neighbor, tending his small garden, and talking to his daughter about his fears. He didn't become young again, and that's not the goal. The goal is to live fully right now. Medical insights for seniors tell us that emotional health fuels physical health. Diabetes might change your body, but it doesn't have to. Steal your life. This isn't about avoiding death. It's about embracing every day you have. Have you felt these shadows creeping in? You're not alone, and you're not stuck. Your life still has purpose, and every step you take is a victory. Let's keep going together. We've walked through a lot today. 5 morning habits that could trigger diabetes, how they creep into your body, and the way they can tug at your heart. But here's what I want you to carry with you. You are not defined by a diagnosis, a number on a machine, or a moment of regret. You are a man with stories, strength, and a future worth fighting for. Comprehensive senior care isn't about chasing youth or dodging the inevitable. It's about making every day count, starting with the choices you make tomorrow morning. Think. Back to Michael, the mechanic who thought his spark was gone, or Robert, the teacher who hid from his book club. They didn't just survive their struggles, they found their way back to lives that felt full again. Michael swapped his sugary coffee for a brisk walk and a protein-packed breakfast. Robert started small, reconnecting with friends and tending his garden. Their victories weren't grand, they were real. And that's what I'm asking of you. Not perfection, but progress. Medical insights for seniors tell us that small changes, like choosing water over juice, moving your body, or taking 5 minutes to breathe, can rewrite your story. But it's not just about your blood sugar. It's about waking up and feeling like you're still in the driver's seat of your life. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, "It's too late for me"? Let me tell you, it's not. Every sunrise is a chance to start again. Your body, your mind, your family, they're all worth it. And so are you. Here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, pick one habit to change. Maybe it's a healthier breakfast or a short walk. Just one. Write it down, and when you do it, notice how it feels. That's you taking charge. And if you're feeling stuck, talk to someone, a doctor, a friend, or even your kids. You don't have to do this alone. Comprehensive senior care means building a team around you, and it starts with reaching out. I'd love to hear from you. If something in this video hit home, maybe you saw yourself in Michael or Robert, drop a comment below. Share what you're feeling, what you're going to try, or even what's holding you back. We're in this together, and your story matters. If you're struggling right now, let us know. There's no shame in it, just strength in speaking up. And if you found value here, share this video with someone you care about. It might be the nudge they need. You're still here, still valuable, still capable of a life that feels good. Don't let diabetes or the fear of it steal that from you. Take that first step tomorrow. I'm rooting for you, and I know you've got this. Let's make those mornings count.